Hello, welcome to episode 8 of our Northumbria run. My name is Martin and this is Strat Chat. I've had a few comments giving me a little bit of advice. I thought I'd better mention this. The first of those is in regard to my wife. I've got her as a court jester and I was sort of worried that she might get a bit annoyed about that, but it's been pointed out to me that she's unlanded, and unlanded characters quite like being court jesters. Landed characters, there is an opinion debuff or of you if you make them court jester. So I can leave her as the court jester. It's win-win at the moment. And the other one, which is really interesting, is of course I had all of the great dukes of Scotland in my prison after the rebellion that I'd put down, and two people who often give me really good advice said to me, "You've got to revoke their titles," but I can't revoke their titles because I don't yet have plenary assemblies. And when you are feudal, if you don't have plenary assemblies, you can't go to limited crown authority, and you need limited crown authority to be able to revoke titles. After they said that, I did reload the game and have a look to see if I could do it with kind of proven criminals, people who've rebelled against me, and you just can't revoke titles. So actually, in this episode, I suspect I will be reaching limited crown authority. But I didn't have it available. So those guys are still running around free and powerful. They do seem to like me a little bit more, so I suppose that's a good thing. Right, so I think what we'll do is zoom in and have a little bit of a close look at things. Obviously, we're going to be trying to do something a bit more sort of to do with kind of like building the realm, making it stronger, making it, all those kinds of things. I've got a little bit of money, which is nice. And we're obviously going to be hybridising our culture as well. We're going to be doing that very soon, if not immediately. I mean, this is a chap. He's not desperately old. 51. He's not desperately old, but he's starting to look his age already. I mean, he's in fine health. He should be okay for quite a few more years. But I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about him. But we've got a son and we've got a pregnant wife, so that it should be that the dynasty, actually we haven't got a pregnant wife, we've got a daughter. We've got a son and a daughter. I forgot we got a daughter last episode. So it should be the succession is secure, and it's quite nice having that kind of a boy and a girl in a male-dominated society, because you've got only one heir who will inherit everything, and that of course is the boy. But you've got a spare, because if the boy dies, there's only one girl. She inherits everything. It's almost kind of like the best kind of combination for sort of guaranteeing the next generation. But I'm very conscious that I haven't really got much of a dynasty. Very few people. In fact, let's have a little look at the dynasty. Very few people in it. King Ayla started it. She's dead. Okay. Well, I'd disinherited her anyway. We've got two girls here. Both of them are married into patrilineal marriages, so their children will not be members of my dynasty. I, of course, am, and these two children are. We need to get breeding, I think, and just make the dynasty sort of like just grow an awful lot. Head shrink. Right, so we've got quite a lot of things to look at, to think about. And the first of those is hybridising our culture. So we want to go with the Norse Gael. Now, the reason I'm really happy about this is we're going to get barracks, we're going to get mustering grounds, plenary assemblies, and longships. And all of these are useful to me. Longships possibly not that useful to me. It'll make embarkation a little bit cheaper, I think. Yeah, embarkation cost minus 75. Allows you to raid overseas if you already have raid, but I don't. Naval speed and embarkation costs would be slightly better. If you think about that crusade that we just went on, that would be a lot better, moving at 25% faster. Plenary assemblies is brilliant because we can build fortified tribal holds, because we can get limited crown authority, which is exactly what we need. Mustering grounds is great because once I'm a little bit more powerful, I'm going to be able to increase the number of men-at-arms regiments that I have, etc. And barracks, of course, allows me to build the military era buildings. So this is going to be really useful. I think I would like to remain West Germanic, which is my current culture is West Germanic, and I think I'd like to keep that, which means I have to go for the Goidelic language. So this is a kind of a Celtic, Welsh, Irish Scottish kind of ancient Scottish sort of language. In terms of traditions, so we are allowed to pick 5. I like to just turn them all off really and just go through them. So herds I don't think is going to be that useful to me. It gives you Huskarls, which is great, and Strong and Hale are seen as more prestigious. Strong becomes more common. You know, these are good things, but we get all that with coastal warriors and more. So the additional things that we'll get with coastal warriors is we get Varangian veterans as well as Huskarls, and I'll probably want to be building some Varangian veterans. We also, the trade port line of buildings provide additional bonuses, and the trade port line of buildings can be constructed in coastal tribal holdings. Well, to be fair, that's not going to make any difference to me because I'm not tribal, but additional buildings for the trade port line of buildings will be very good. So I'm going to use coastal warriors instead of herds. It does mean that I miss out on the prowess +2 and the number of knights +1, which would have been good, but you know, you can't have it all. So we'll definitely go for that one. So I can't see why I wouldn't keep city keepers. The guilds line of buildings can be constructed an era early. City holdings give more popular opinion. Rulers of this culture are more likely to construct city holdings. So my vassals are more likely to build city holdings, and therefore pass on to me more in the way of taxation. And city buildings can be constructed more quickly. I don't think that's very impactful, but if my vassals are building cities, I'm kind of happy about that, really. Right, I want to hang on to Wit and Gomot. Now, I kind of assume that I'm going to have access to feudal elective, but I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't seem to be appearing in my add laws thing at the moment, so we'll keep that. The only benefit of it is the Saxon Elective, but I'm happy with the Saxon Elective. 1, 2. We've now got 3 things here. So rulers may raise runestones to commemorate certain major events in life. I don't know that I'm desperately bothered about that, but I do quite like the idea of having poets. The poet trait being more having additional bonuses, it being more common, and you get the kind of the storytelling thing. The only thing is scheme secrecy is reduced, but I think now my father's dead, I think I'm probably not going to be doing quite so much scheming. So I think we'll go for that one. So I think the real benefit of Highland warriors is that the supply limit in hills goes up. So it means that if you have to sort of shelter in the hills, you know, you're being attacked by something more powerful that you can't fight, you can hide in the hills and not lose supply. But then dexterous fishermen. Big increase to supply capacity, makes it much safer travelling by sea. And we've got better defender advantage. A lot of my counties are adjacent to the sea, so yes, we'll go for that one. So there we are. There's our 5. I think we're staying with bureaucratic because we're going to be going for development now. We will be having wars, but I don't think that'll be as impactful as monthly lifestyle experience and cultural fascination progress +5%, which is nice. Development growth +15%, very good. You'll go for both. I think we want continental European. We are, after all, feudal. And I quite like this. Very nice. Okay. So we are actually done. So all vassals will convert. Extraordinarily good news. Only 1,000 prestige. And I'm now the culture head. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got all of the military ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 of these. I thought we were getting ledger. Okay. But we've got plenary assemblies. That does matter. Why did I think? I think I was getting ledger with like Gaelic or something like that, or a Caledonian. Yep. I think I want an additional building slot really. So we'll go for ledger. It's going to take a while. 53 years, but you never know. Might be able to speed that up. Now, what I'm really interested in is, can I take back some of these counties? So let's start with my duchy. Bernica's mine. Dunholm is mine. Can I take back Cumberland? I should be able to. Oh, hang on. Limited Crown Authority. Pass that law. Super. It's built. It's done. Right. Cumberland. Can I take from him? First off, let's see how many. So he's only got one title. Can I revoke it? 94%. On decline. They don't rise up in rebellion, so that's fine. Okay, let's take that. Now in Lothian, there are another two that I would quite like to take back. So Dunbar is mine. Lanarkshire isn't. Okay, I'm waiting response from another matter, so presumably I have to wait for the other guy. Okay, let's see what other things need doing. Oh, let's just have a quick look at my sister. Now, I'd like her... So the problem with Elira, let's see where she is. Oh, there she is, over here, already in a war, bless her, in Bulgaria. Actually, it's a defensive war, isn't it? Yeah, she's defending, but it looks like she should win. She's got a lot of extra troops, I believe, because she is, yes, a special soldiers, 3,300. Now, the difficulty with Elira is that she's married to King Enfrith Elphiston of Bulgaria, brother-in-law of Queen Iris. But the problem I've got with this is that I can't. Is that it's a patrilineal marriage, so her children will not be a part of my dynasty. Unfortunately, I can't kill him because he's too far away. I can't interact with either of them. They have a child, but she is House Wessex. Okay. I think I just have to say goodbye to Elira. I hope she has a long life and produces lots of renown for the family. Yeah, 2 kings. She's providing one a month, which is pretty good. But she won't live forever, and her children won't follow in her footsteps, unfortunately. Right, let's see what happens with that chap I'm asking for. See no choice but to bow to your decision. Right, that's very good news. Okay. Just got development growth. Right, you should be increasing county control in places I control like this. So looking back at this duchy here, I actually control all 3 in my capital. Super. I've got plans for this, okay? Right, here's Lothian. I am the Duke of Lothian. I control Dunbar. Lanark. I don't control Lanarkshire. Revoke title. 76%. Let's see if there's somebody who's more likely first. How is he not my direct vassal? Yeah, this old chap here is not going to accept that. Okay, that one's mine. I'm struggling a little bit here. Okay, this little girl. Revoke title, Teviotale. She absolutely will not accept that. Right, so I think what we need to do is we need to get claims. Okay, so this chap here, I have a reasonably good chance. Starts a war against me. A number of people will join. Okay, so this is easily dealt with, isn't it? So let's get my Archbishop onto that. It'll take me most of this reign, but I will control all of the counties in Northumbria and Lanarkshire before the end of my reign, assuming I get a reasonable life. Now, what am I going to do in terms of purchasing? Okay, right, let's have so I can't yet build these things. I'm going to need burrs and innovations, but I can improve things like this. So I think we'll definitely go for that, the trade port. Later on, I want to be thinking about what goes here. So I'm thinking that in Northumbria, we're going to have like a military focus longer term. It's really brilliant that the Hadrian's Wall is helping us in all of these places. Yeah, let's build the trade port. Now, this is much, much cheaper. So I've got minus 10% because of Hadrian's Wall, minus 10% because I'm an architect, 5% for cutting stones, and 5% for that court type that we just confirmed we were going to keep. 30% reduction. That means I'm going to be able to do a lot more purchasing than that with the money that I had. So look at Dunholm. Hide tents, perfect. But I think everywhere needs a commercial building, don't they? It's just 120 for to construct a small harbour. That's going to add +3. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, we got Dunbar and Edinburgh. So here, I think we can have fields. 120 fields, and I think Edinburgh can have fields as well. It can indeed, but we can't quite afford it yet. So what I'm really thinking is that Lanarkshire's going to be economic, because we've got some really, really good economic buildings there. Over here, I think we're going to concentrate on 3 counties, really, really boosting the power of 3 of our regiments. Now, it is worth bearing in mind that I can now have 5 regiments, so they won't all be able to be in that duchy. But I think it'll be good anyway. Right, money is going to go through the roof. First, we're going to get up to full strength. The money will go up to quite good, and then these buildings will appear, and we'll be in good shape, I think. I'm actually in line to inherit a number of titles. Oh, second in line to inherit the Kingdom of Bulgaria, the Petty Kingdom of Mosia, and the Earldom of Tarnovgrad. I'm not interested in running those, so I know what I'll do if I inherit them. I'll do something with them, no doubt. I believe she has a child, so it's unlikely that they'll come to me. It'd be really good to have an architect. Oh, do you know what? My queen would be a really, really good architect. Building construction time reduced by 20%. You do that, my darling. Swaying anybody, and this is the person I should be swaying. Get this up to maximum. 1.3 is actually quite good. There's quite a few church holdings in my kingdom. Let's just check. I am Catholic everywhere. Yeah, that's good. All right, I've already got things appearing. So the fishing net weavers are in Bernica. Spymaster has uncovered a secret. I think she's still in Paris. The daughter of King Heistein. We might as well. She hasn't got any money, but we might be able to use her to perhaps murder him or something similar. Right, let's look at these factions. Oh, right, this chap here reckons he can be King of Scotland. Still a number of people who don't like me. He's only 400. He's 600, so there's about 1,000 troops there. They're still not desperately powerful. Right, I think the trick here is to get some money and get these people under a loyal duke. So I need to form Strathclyde. Oh, this chap's got money, and I can blackmail him. 94%, that would be useful. Right, let's blackmail him. Right, we're back in credit. How is my new county doing? See, I really need to build, don't I? I really need to build cities here. But the next thing that I want money for is to form the Isles. I can put somebody in charge of this riffraff. I mean, he doesn't dislike me too much. I might not be able to... Yeah. I don't think it would bother me a lot if something awful happened to this chap. Yeah, he's not going to be easy to kill. But he's allied. It's not impossible, though, that he would try to kill me. I might put some protection in if I get any hint of it at all. So I can get a +10. That will immediately improve my money, I think. No, it doesn't. Oh, it has gone up to 5.2. Yeah, 1.7. It's gone up because he now likes me more than 50%. No, not quite. So we can still improve a little bit. Right, she's still on court politics. It'll be interesting to know how high. Yeah, that goes to that. I'm on 21, so if I change my lifestyle, I go to 24, which would mean an additional one. Yes, I can have 10 holdings. Let's not leave her on that, though. She's a really, really good queen. I'm tempted to leave her on court politics because she's very, very good at it, and it might be helping to keep a few people sweet. So I really want to retract this vassal, but he's not going to. Well, he might accept it. So the main problem is his opinion of me. If I could get him to not mind me, I think he would be all right. Okay, as soon as we've done this, we're going to work on Ide. Another small harbour, now 5.6. The money's going up really, really quickly. Right, that's all of my things constructed now. All of the 3 things that I wanted to construct have now been constructed, which is really, really super. You see, it's a little bit annoying for me that I am in this phase of trying to strengthen and consolidate the kingdom that I've got, because I could easily take all of Ireland in a few years. Probably could take all of Wales in a few years. If I work towards increasing my military, I could probably take on Jorvik. But I really think that this is the time for just putting some depth, putting some foundations down to the Alba kingdom. Something else that somebody told me I could do. So this is my son. Click on the barber shop. And apparently I can change his name. Here we go. So Anchoret Wells tells me in a comment on the last episode that I can click on the pen next to the barbershop icon and change his name. Maybe I can only do it if I'm... Yeah, I'm sorry, Anchoret Wells. I can't see how to do that. And I'm sure that's me being an idiot. Yeah, I'm not sure. So again, sorry, James, I'm still not able to change Osric. Is it Osric? Yeah, Osric's name to James. There'll be another child at some point, and I can make you King of Bulgaria or something. Okay, Oswald finished the increased control in Dunholm. That's really good. So that's put us on 6.4. Right, so all of this territory now is good. That's all of the territory that I control. So we will put him on to manage royal guards. Now, I've got quite a lot of prestige, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the law in Northumbria. Add law. Saxon Elective. I can't do Tanistry, that's the kind of Scottish one, isn't it? But I can do Saxon Elective. Vassal swearing allegiance, opinion +5. I won't have any vassals longer term. But I haven't got any vassals at the moment because I control all 3 counties. So obviously this needs to be Osric. Perfect. Just to check, he is currently winning the vote for Alba. Yeah. I don't think anybody else is going to vote for anybody else because he's a male. So if you think about why is somebody not voting for her, and it'll almost certainly be that she's a female. Now we only need a little bit more prestige, and we can do the same with Lanarkshire. Right, Ide. Prince Ide, I'm going to start swaying you. 95%, pretty good. And if I get you down anywhere near Nor, I should be able to retract a vassal from you. And that's exactly my plan. Okay, so do I let my steward off the reins to look at the earldom of Alt Clute? Yeah, I think we go for that. I'm happy for Alt Clute to develop a little bit. Here's a thought. Why am I not getting money from the Pope? Well, he likes me. That's giving me a positive. I'm greedy. Yeah, he's not keen on my culture. And do you know what I do need to check is which parts of my realm actually took up the new culture. Really, just this bit, this Norse Golo Anglo-Saxon, and this bit over here. Yeah, I think these bits will have to convert. Get rid of this. So how much would it cost? 96. Do you know what? This is exactly the sort of thing that I want to do later on. Once I've established my economy and the political structure of the realm. Oh, this Earl is going to have money. Oh, super. Right, I know what we're going to go for. We're going to go for it is my domain, and like the very, very first thing that we're going to do is extort subjects. This is going to give us the money that we need, dear. Or I can just simply stay stressed. I'm going to stay stressed because I am probably about to have some sort of a party. Not a party, perhaps a hunt. 160, 240. Oh, that's a lot of money. Right, 240. Pause. Okay. This guy is from Albany. And this guy is from Albany. Okay. Right, can I form the Duchy of Albany? I can. He doesn't mind me. But he's bold and a blackguard. That is a bad combination. Right, this is old Prince Ide. Oh, do you know what, though? I want him... He can't attack me. Right, okay, we're going to do this. Okay, so, okay, follow this logic, okay? We form Albany. We give Albany... All right, it's Kirkin, it's called. Okay, we give Kirkin to Ide. He's gone to dislike me quite a lot, but that's because I'm currently the duke, the what he wants. Earldom of Kirkin. This will give him plus 60. So he likes me quite a bit more now. Now, I can't retract a vassal yet, but I'm going to be closer to being able to retract a vassal. So this is the chap I want to. So Mormire Guire I want to take. Retract vassal. Mormire Gare. He might accept. It's up to 58 now. That's better than it was. So I keep working on him, and hopefully we'll be able to retract that vassal, and then we'll be able to revoke his title, and we'll be even closer to our target. Also, by getting rid of those two guys, by making them Ide's problem, literally that faction just vanished. Really, really good news. Okay, got a couple of counties here coming to give me some money. We're very, very pleased to see you. And I got enough to do my other duchy. Okay, right. Earldom of Lothian. Add law. Saxon Elective. 1500. Make sure I'm voted for my son. Osric. Osric, you are now in an absolutely splendid position. If I can just get the other duchies for you, then you really will be in an absolutely splendid position. You're 8 years old. I'd say you're coming on. You're going for stewardship focus, which is good. Right, can I afford the farmland in Edinburgh yet? Yeah. So that's plus 5. So that on its own would get me up to 7, but hopefully by the time we get there it'll be higher than that anyway. I can transfer more Magilla Blan Mulsurf of Strahern to Prince Ide. Would he like me more for this? Yeah. Oh, we're in positive territory. Okay, Ide. Revoke, retract vassal. Let's just check this is the right one. Yeah, this is the one. 100% he'll accept. I presume this will upset him, but I'm living with that, frankly. Okay, he's accepted it. Revoke title. Ooh. Only 36%. Costs 100, but he'll gain 41. Let's do that. Try and revoke his title again. 68% is better. All I can do is try to sway him. I need a slightly higher chance than I currently have. But I want to get rid of him. I basically want to get Linithis off him so that I can then give him back to Ide, who's now upset with me because really I've got one of the one of the vassals that is in one of his duchies. Okay, we don't want Osric to be shy. Impatient? Definitely gluttonous. Okay, you're going to have to make him... impatient, I'm afraid. His learning will be lower. Monthly prestige be higher. We're going to have to go with that, unfortunately. Right, I need you to get round quick. 3 years working on Lanarkshire. Certainly finding out a lot of secrets. All sorts going on in that court. I am there, am I? Where am I? Oh, I'm at Highsteins. Okay, fair. Oh, lose 10 stress. That's nice for free. So, Ide's wife is coming to see me. Okay, so Morian... So it's actually Ide who's come to see me. Because Morian is trying to seduce Ide's wife. So I could imprison Morian. Cowardly antagonist of no use at all. Prince Ide will like me more. Okay, let's do that. Let's imprison him. So my steward waits an audience. So we've got Irish coming from into the earldom of Galwiddle. Okay, do I welcome them or do I chase them off? They must be sent back to Ulster. I lose money, but I gain prestige. My steward likes me more. Or I can go for the skilled riders. I lose 160 gold. Which is putting me off, really. But I get nomadic guard. It's really good. I mean, like cavalry damage, plus 10%. Forever. I'm not sure it's forever, just for my reign, I guess. Well, I feel a bit racist doing this, but I think I'm going to have to turn them down. Chuck them out. My lord, I represent the religious community of Jedburgh. While rummaging through the modest archive, we've come across a very peculiar book. Cover is dusty. Okay, so we have a book. Unique in the world. Long-lost vault of knowledge. True treasure. Thanks, I'll add it to my collection, so I get a mystery book. Or I get a load of piety and lose a lot of stress by burning the book. Okay. I mean, it's not a desperately valuable 5%. Right, I'm going to burn it. Get rid of some of this. By getting rid of 33 stress, there's less pressure on me to spend money on trying to get rid of my stress. Pet pause, I should definitely be doing that. That's another 5 gone, I think, isn't it? I really want to do develop capital, but... Right, just banish him for 10 years, I think. Oh, my niece has been taken prisoner. Farewell, Morian. Don't seduce my vassals' wives anymore. Okay, another faction's been disbanded. A notable guest arrived. Oh, nice. Right. How expensive... Okay, I'm not granting him a title. How expensive is he? 150. Right, so there's a Liberty faction, so I think we're free of factions. I think that feels like a real achievement, actually. Crop fields created. Okay, we're now up to 7.5, which is pretty good. I might try to kill this guy. What's my chance of murdering him? 33. Right. Let's go to his court. Right, let's blackmail him. Right, expose it. Let's blackmail her. Yep, the lover one. Okay, so she doesn't care about that, so let's go for the disputed heritage one. Okay, I got it. Right, excellent. So I might be able to use that to get her to join the plot to murder Highstein. Vassals. Oh, here we go. Here's a vassal here. 70% for him. Right. Just expose it. Well, there's a few people I've got hooks on here. Okay. Right, so this is his actual daughter. I can bribe her and all of a sudden we're on 86%. Right, let's have a look, see if I can, what the likelihood is of me revoking this title now. 86%, let's do it. Okay, he's bowed to my decision. Now I can give him back to Ide, who will now not dislike me so much. And I now have 6 counties. Nice, and this one's got a city. Already has guild halls. Has a temple. I'll be getting money from that anyway. So I'm now up to 8 gold per month. 70% control. It's going to go up even more. All right. So that's where I'm going to finish for today. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get ourselves up to at least 8. So we want to get the rest of these counties. If we can. Which is the one I don't have? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, she's not having it at all. So I want to get the rest of these. If we get these 2, that gets me on to 8 counties. That'll be a really, really good legacy for my son. But if I don't die, I'm doing pretty well. You know, I'm doing pretty well. So I carry on just getting money and building up realm. So eventually, you know, we can take on Jorvik. We could take on this right now. Don't forget to tune in on Monday, because I think this is an opportunity that's too good to miss. No allies, vastly inferior army, and with the click of a mouse, we can take Lancaster or Jorvik. There is a little bit of a danger. Obviously, these are holy wars, and holy wars means that they could have allies join. But Heystein is weaker than us, isn't he? Heystein is weaker than us. And there's a fair chance that we're about to murder him. Will his realm splinter? He has daughter, son, daughter. So no, it won't. This boy here will inherit everything. Heystein is a 35 commander. His son is a 12. How long till the murder plot goes ahead? 18 months. By which time Jorvik will be a little bit stronger. I'm really, really tempted by this. I like the way this is sounding. I'd just love to get Lancaster or York, just to reduce the power of the Vikings in the British Isles, make me feel a little bit more secure. You know, once Jorvik's weak, perhaps down to 1 duchy. Yeah, once Jorvik's down to sort of 1 duchy, I can start thinking about attacking, perhaps taking him on, because he won't be able to ally with Jorvik. This is going really, really well. I'm really enjoying this playthrough, actually. Right, I'm going to stop there. I'll be back on Monday. Have a nice weekend. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to make comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you think I'm doing right. And I will see you all on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.